What's good, y'all? This is NWA here, Nurse Pat. Alright, this is where we left off in part 1. So it's finally our first night sleeping at my parents' house. It's finally habitable. Doesn't smell like paint and varnish anymore. So basically today we just picked up my brother and his girlfriend Nicole from the airport, while the others, they stayed behind to get the house blessed. Also, my little brother had his confirmation. Fun fact, if you get your confirmation or first communion in the Philippines, you get it done in one day. No need for schooling and all that. The plumbing works well. Thankfully, I was able to shower. This isn't my official room, but I can just show you that they got the bed going on there. I'm gonna be packing for tomorrow. This here goes outside to the balcony area. So let's lock that. And there's the bathroom where I showered. So tomorrow we're gonna be waking up at leaving at 5 a.m. super early to drive to Baguio, and also we're gonna visit La Union. It's like a 3-hour drive from here without traffic, so we kind of just want to get things done during the day, spend a night there and come back, so that we have enough time to do the Mount Pinatubo hike the next day. Hopefully have a good night's sleep. I feel good that the house was blessed, since this is my first time sleeping here.
Basically, McDonald's breakfast out here is way better than back home. That'll be so good.
Looks better in pictures. Garlic rice.
It tastes like a large, freshly made.
It was like one of those sunny side up type eggs.
The drive over to Baguio from Pampanga was like 4-ish hours. This is tupig, the Ilocano version of suman.
Hot because they grill it.
Is that what they're known for here? Is that what they're known for here?
Yeah, like the Ilocano.
This version is basically a grilled. It has coconut milk, glutinous rice, brown sugar, and it's wrapped in banana leaves. I did like it better than suman. One of the stops was at this giant stone lion head. It had a lot of small vendors on the side. My cousin said I had to try out their famous strawberry toho.
Not too much sugar, ah.
Okay.
This one tasted better than the one I had back in Tagaytay. Baguio is one of the main places where they farm strawberries out in the Philippines.
What do you call it?
Igorot.
My parents here trying out ancestral clothing.
With the hat. There it is, y'all. About to see this on Shein.
Oh, and just you.
Oh,
Get that one.
They're all real.
Next stop was to go to this place called Wright Park.
Oh, they fighting. Supposedly a former president lives here. Or current president.
Tito Patrick, at niya naman. Oh, video. Oh. Take a picture.
Heading over to the area called Mines View. Super nice views with the drone from this outlook. If you're ever over here, don't sleep on this strawberry boba sundae. Most of the restaurants give you an aesthetic view of the mountains. What I've noticed here is that When you're in the mountains, the air is a lot more crisp and fresh rather than humid. Like it didn't feel like I was in the Philippines. It was nice and it wasn't hot at all. Next stop, we were at Burnham Park. Me and Jevin struggled so hard when trying to row this boat. Jeepneys everywhere since it was rush hour and people getting off school. Fried food for days.
Yes.
Okay, if you're out in Baguio to buy souvenirs, the Baguio City Market is the place for the best prices. They also got fresh produce like farmers market. So glad we went here for dinner. Been craving street food, and there's just so many options for everyone. And at unbelievable prices. Y'all already know I love a deal.
Yeah, boy.
Barbecue pork skewers were amazing. These barbecue pork skewers were hitting, and only like 50 cents each.
I'm at the
This is good. Wow.
Takoyaki was also super cheap.
This again?
What do you call this one?
Kinilaw.
Kinilaw?
Kinilaw na tangigi. Kinilaw na isdang dagat.
It's rare when I eat balut, but since we're out here, I felt like I should. For those of you who don't know, balut is basically a duck egg that's about 4 days from hatching. Sounds absolutely disgusting, I know, but the taste is surprisingly good.
How do I get the whole thing, right? Yeah, just eat the whole thing.
You nasty.
Yeah, don't look at it.
Actually, it tastes good. Like, it tastes good.
Yeah, it is. It does taste good.
We then spent the night in La Union at a resort called Malana at Kahuna. Went out for a night, casual drinking with everyone. Bro, wait for my fail here. Felt like a college freshman.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, snap! On a side note, this lychee beer is fire. The resort was right in front of the beach. Super nice. Complimentary breakfast. This was a great place to relax for sure. So we at Malana at Kahuna in La Union. What's up, Francis? This is the beach resort. It's one of the nicer ones, has a private pool, restaurant and bar. As you can see, the beach ocean is right there. You'll notice that there's a lot of surfers here because the waves are pretty crazy. I'd say they're like comparable to North Shore, especially at night. They offer surfing lessons and everything. They have tournaments out here. So we're out here for a little bit. About to hit up the beach as well as the pool and just hang out. All right, so I was so stoked to try surfing for the first time. I figured if I'm gonna do it, I might as well take advantage of the $12 lessons. This was my first time up. The balancing wasn't as bad as I thought. The instructor definitely helps you out with a little push as well as some cueing. He explained things pretty thoroughly for me to understand everything. What's funny is I look slow as hell in this video, but in real life when you're actually doing it, it feels much faster. I wish I had more days out here. 100% would take more lessons to learn and practice more. Highly recommend. Video here with Coach Yen. Best nursing instructor. Nursing, why I say nursing? Surfing instructor. 1 hour lesson. Had a good time. Guess enroll for college classes now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Ate. I'm at the pool now just for a little bit because we're literally checking out in like 50 minutes, but just got done with the surfing. And man, that was fun. It was my first time. Had 1 hour lesson. Coach Yen, shout out to Coach Yen. He's out here studying for criminology. He's a great instructor. And he said I did really good. He said I was a natural for a beginner. I was able to stand up on my first try. Of course, there's a lot to learn still. Had a great time. I'm glad I was able to do it out here because if you pay out in Hawaii, you paying at least $200 for lessons. So I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Ate lunch at Denisia's. The barbecue platter was fire, a lot of variety. Wish they set it up on banana leaves though, that would be aesthetic. We stopped by a famous church in Pangasinan called Manaoag Church. Next day, we visited the World War II memorial. Each one of these trees represented a dead soldier's burial. Learned about the history of the Death March. Pretty crazy and tragic history. Much respect to those that have served. If you didn't know about it, it's an interesting read. No chance. Splendid breed. That's sad. I want splendid breed. Next stop was our hike to Mount Pinatubo. You start off-roading in a 4x4 because there's no way regular cars can get through here. Man, look at this. Feels like I'm finna visit King Kong. Definitely a scenic area for the drive. The trekking was also super scenic. I would say it was like a mild hike in terms of steepness. They recommended Crocs or other sandals that could get wet because you gotta cross some small streams at times. Ooh, look at her guide, look at her guide. Jevin better watch out. Got Mr. Steel Girl over here.
It's Mr. Steel Girl.
Look at him. Look at him looking back at us. He said, nah, y'all look good. I'm out.
Bruh.
Finally, made it to the end of these breathtaking views of the crater. This is Mount Pinatubo. If you're ever out in Pampanga, this is a must. You could take the stairs down to the lake portion. You weren't allowed to swim, unfortunately. Next day was Fiesta Day in Santo Niño. Pretty much everybody in the barangay celebrate. You have church mass, outdoor parades in the streets, eating and drinking like the whole day. Wanted to buy this chick so bad. I'm not gonna lie, this drum line was getting down. You got some people throwing candy down in the streets for the kids. Homemade fried okoy. I actually ended up getting a chick and named them Torchic. This dragon fruit wine from Baguio was really good. I wish I saw it and was able to bring some back to the States. Francis took me to his barber and I was honestly so impressed with their skills. That man was working those scissors like magic. Even more impressed with the fact that the cut was $2. Like, how? On our way to fly back home, we hit up the airport lounge in Manila. Buko Pandan shots on deck. These are the airport lounges in Korea. Legit like a buffet restaurant. Stuffed myself quite a bit before our flight. It was food coma, so this was pretty cool. A nap zone for people. Pretty much where you could relax in peace before your flight. So sad and bittersweet to be coming back home. All right, we are finally back in the States, back to reality. What does that mean? That means cold weather. That means taxes. That means back to work. That means bad customer service. That means toxic tip culture. Man, don't remind me. I could go on and on. Anyways, I wanted to keep the Philippines footage with Philippines footage, so there was a break between when we went to Bali and Singapore. So keep on the lookout for that video. I'm going to do the Philippines one first. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. It really was a good time. One of the longest vacations so far, actually working as a nurse. And it's all thanks to being 0.6. I've, definitely no looking back with that. I was basically off since December 28 to January 26th, so I still have a few more days off. I'm going to visit Janny out in SoCal for a little bit. But yeah, hopefully not rusty. I'm going to end it here. Hopefully it's not too long for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment to support your boy as always. Stay safe, stay humble. I am out.